Guys, welcome to Amelia V's Crafting World. She's not here. She's out doing some little things. I think she went to the dressmaker. I don't know where Amelia is, but I'm Kathleen, and Amelia's not here. I just can't believe this day. It's been very productive. I've got a lot done, but we'll talk about it in a minute. I'll see you in a second. Yeah, second. Guys, it's 12:28 a.m. It is 25 degrees out. I couldn't sleep. My brain got crazy. I got to thinking about all the things I want to do for you. And that's just how I am. I'll explain that in a little bit. Yeah, all kinds of stuff go through my head. Oh, Pride and Prejudice. I love that book. I love Jane Austen. Making things, certain things, painting certain things, crafting, using my fancy wood cutting machines. So yeah, that's how it goes. So I did this introduction kind of thing, and it was just really bad, so I'm redoing it. So I don't remember what I said before, kind of, and I don't remember where it's going to lead into. But I will somehow manage to make it work. I will. Because I had this idea in my head, and I just felt like this was a good time to do it. So we're going to do it. We're going to take some lavender, and we're going to paint a vessel to put the lavender in. I have a few ideas what it would be good for, and yeah, so we'll see how this video goes. I may have to delete the whole thing and redo the whole thing again. But that's okay. That's how we learn, right? Right? Practice makes patience. Yeah. And experience. Yeah. I'll see you in a minute. Yep. I got a vessel to paint on. I have paint. I have water. I have my tea. I have my lavender. But I didn't have a brush. It's a thing. So I just thought I would paint some lavender on here. So I'm going to mix, I'm going to mix my red and my blue. And I need more red. This is going to be trial and error, because that's just how I do. And I'm not crazy about it so far. Let's see. I'll show you in a minute. It's not bad. It's a deep dark. But we're going to need white, because I'm going to need to lighten some of it up. Oh, come on, white paint. So what happens with me is that I get an idea in my head, right? I don't know how other people do it, because I've really not ever discussed it with anyone else. And I get so excited. So for instance, there's this one project. That noise you hear is Jasper. He's Jasper. Stop. He just wants to be in the Jasper. I get so excited about it, and I'll make a thing, right? And I may not be quite content with that thing I made, so I need to come up with a different way to do it. And then a different way to do it. And I'll maybe make 5, 6, 7 of the same sort of item and decide which one is the most appealing to me. And then that can involve ordering other supplies, or just doing a whole different process. So for this particular thing I'm thinking about, which will be a surprise, I was just sitting there thinking, I need to go to bed. And then I'm like, no, let me think about this. And then I'm thinking about this new project. And then I'm on, buying more supplies. It's just how it works. And then I'm wide awake. And my brain starts going, I'm just going to put my little dots and sort of, I'm sure you all kind of maybe know what lavender looks like. I'm just putting some little dots. Now I want to mix a little bit of my white paint in there to get a little bit lighter shade. It might be hard to see because of that. And I'm just going to do that. It's going to be hard to see. You know what I could do? I wonder if there's something I can put in here. Something easy I can grab. I don't have anything close by. So hopefully you'll be able to see it. I'm going to add some more red. So I was thinking about one of my favorite books, Pride and Prejudice. Any of you read that? I'm going to lose my voice. There, that's what I want. So I was thinking about Pride and Prejudice, and I was thinking about Lizzie. And I was thinking, she didn't like him so much. She didn't like that guy. She thought he was a snob, and he insulted her, and not in a million years would she ever marry him, and all that kind of stuff. And I thought, wonder how that story would go in today's world. Because you got to know, he had to have been a pretty popular celebrity. I mean, he was pretty rich. Just, by the way, I'm just making dots. And I was thinking, could you imagine, like, Lizzie doing a TV interview? Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kathleen, and I'm here today with Lizzie, and I'm interviewing her. So, what made you fall in love with that guy? Just a little bit more of this, and I think that'd be plenty. She said, well, he's so charming. He's so, he's just so lovely. He's so good to me. And he's understanding and all the things. Well, but Lizzie, you didn't like him at first. At what point did you discover that you liked him? Oh, I always liked him. I always thought he was handsome. Well, I mean, yeah, but being handsome doesn't make a relationship, Lizzie. Well, no, but he just got along with the family so much. It was just all the little things. Well, ma'am, isn't it true that you didn't want to have anything to do with him until you saw where he lived? Oh, that's not true. Can you imagine how this would go? She would just be, wouldn't she? That's not true. He was just, yeah. Anyway, that's the kind of stuff I think about. And that's why I'm awake at 12:10 at night, painting lavender on a glass jar. Yeah. Let's see. Isn't it? I'm not sure how much I like it. I don't like it. wipe it off. Gotta get a little bit of water. I actually like it after I wipe it off much better. See, that's the thing with craft. And honestly, with all things, if you don't like it, you always can have a do-over. Doesn't, even if it's not perfect, right? You always get a chance to start over. I mean, I may still end up making some of the same mistakes with the paint, but hopefully it'll be better than the last time. I don't know. We'll see. Let's add some more white. I'm just not happy with the purple so much, I think. Let's go with this. But yeah, so that's what I was thinking about. I was thinking about Pride and Prejudice and my craft project and, you know, just stuff and things that run through your mind when you're trying to get some sleep and you just can't. Ain't nothing but a thing. I don't know. So, it is really cold. I did buy myself a little electric throw blanket. I may have to throw on me. Shoop, shoop. And then just maybe a little bit here. And here. You know, lavender kind of goes up and down. At least the lavender I grow. No, it's hard to see. Well, I think what I'm going to do is go into the green. I had two greens. I want to use a starker one and I'll add some white into it. Yeah. So this is again my folk art paint and it's called Evergreen. Evergreen. You know what's neat? I found something out because I'm doing some other projects I'm working on before I show you. And I'm working with the resin again. And I found out you can color your resin with acrylic paint, which is really nice and economic. You know, I mean, because most people, okay, not most people, I mean, I probably know a million people that, well, maybe not a million. I know a lot of people who don't have acrylic paints because they would never use them. But artist people sometimes have acrylic paint and they could dye their resin with it if they want. I'm going to just do some swishy lines. That's all I'm doing. Everything I do is easy. None of it is complicated. I'll show you everything I'm doing here in just a second. Yeah, and I think anybody could do this. I think we all have imaginations. So, I hope you all liked Amelia B's party. I did it kind of differently, but I was personally very pleased with it. There was a couple of little things that annoyed me, but there was nothing that I could do without destroying the whole thing. Like when I was taking all the food off of the little table and I knocked the little plate on the floor. If I would have tried to get that, I would have knocked everything over. And I didn't want to do that. And then the other thing was the little banner I made, and I couldn't get the L and little to straighten up. And it ended up straightening up on its own accord. So I was relieved, and I thought, I could take that out, but I kind of thought it was funny. And again, it shows you that things don't always work out the way you want them to. They're not always perfect. So I kind of liked it. Let's see. What I'm doing now is I'm adding that evergreen. Now, originally I had the evergreen and I mixed it with white. You see? I just want to add a little bit more of the dark green as like a shading kind of thing. And I'm just a little bit. And I'll show you. What'd that take? About 5 minutes, maybe? 10 minutes? And with this paint, I have to bake this jar. I'm adding some lighter in here, and I'll show you. See? That's there. I'm just adding some lighter purple. This would actually, I believe, when I harvest my lavender this year, I could make some little tiny bags out of a pretty cloth and give people a jar of lavender. Let me go get something to put in the jar so maybe you can see the painting better. Hold on, I'll be right back. I went and grabbed some paper towels from my husband. I don't use paper towels. I use reusable paper towels. They're cloth, and then they snap together, and you unsnap them. That's what I use. So when I need a real, actual paper towel, I gotta go sneak some from him. But here's what I did. That's it. I have to bake this. I'll probably bake this at about 220 for about 20-25 minutes, and then I'll let it cool off because I think it might be hot. I got to be careful when I'm doing this because depending on the temperature in the house, you know how glass is. If I take it out and it's chilly, real chilly in here, this could crack, and I would be disappointed. And that's it, right? And then I can put my lavender in it. I was thinking that I would do a watercolor that would fit in the top of this, of maybe just the sky or some more lavender. But I think the sky would be pretty, just to have a real pretty blue sky with clouds in it. I think that's great. I'm not unhappy about it. I like it. It's simple. What do you guys think? Would that make a nice little gift for someone? And then I would put like a little string around the top of it with a tag. You know, that would be pretty for a Mother's Day gift, a Valentine's Day gift, a birthday gift, I think. I think that would be really pretty. I like that. I hope you all had a good Christmas. It may not be Christmas yet. It may be. I don't know. I may have to edit some stuff out because I don't want to tell you about a million of these party until after the party, and I may have messed this up. That's life. I adore you all. Again, I appreciate all the comments. Thank you so much. I have some fun projects coming up. And thank you for joining me in Million Bees Crafting World. You all be careful. You be safe. Stay warm. Have a nice warm beverage. And I'll see you soon. Bye.